Hello, gamers! It's Miranda, and it's been so long since my last video. So, instead of explaining my absence, I want to talk about the dead game that's potentially turning alive again, and that game that's so infamous is called Overwatch 2. But I guess it's Overwatch now because they recently removed the 2. I guess it was just whole update instead of a new game. But before I go into all that and say my opinion on Overwatch, I wanted to ask some pro Overwatch players, aka my friends, for their opinion on the game. So, what do you think about the current state of Overwatch? Or what do you think of Overwatch in general?
The state of Overwatch right now is like, I really don't enjoy playing. I don't really enjoy playing the competitive aspect of, you know, PvP because I've been doing it for so many years to the point where it just doesn't really feel new. Of course, there's other games like COD and like Fortnite and all those that are also strictly like PvP. But I believe just in general, I kind of grew apart from it. I just don't enjoy it like I used to, and I can't really stand playing it on my own. But
Mhm.
Overwatch in the beginning was really fun, but the more and more I got into it, I started seeing the truth about the game in the sense where if you weren't playing into your teammates' expectations, the gameplay would get toxic and people would just be ruining your fun of the game in the sense they'd be bad mouthing you, disrespecting you to the point of where the game is no longer fun.
You just want to play for the vibes, okay?
Yeah.
yeah, some people do like when you start trying so hard to the point where it feels like a chore or it feels like you're fighting for your life, bro. That's when it doesn't become a game. That's when it becomes a chore to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel like that. It should feel natural. It should feel like you can get on the game after a really long day of work or school, and just rewind. It's because overall, like Overwatch or any other video game, should feel like an escape, not an imprisonment.
I mean, it is interesting to say the least. But it is no surprise that Overwatch has fallen over the years since release. But I could say from my experience that I first started playing, from when I first started playing to the current state versus the future of the game, there might be something that's promising. Game first came out, it brought in a big crowd as it was a new version of a first person shooter. A shooting game not based on solely aim, but instead on special abilities like powers that brought all unique ways of contributing to the team to win the objective. So unlike Call of Duty, you're actually forced to work together with people and learn the new mechanics and abilities. I thought it was cool and I always wanted to play it. So I finally hopped on the train in 2019. People would say this is peak Overwatch as it has finally had some years out of development and had a large audience in both entertainment and competitive scenes. Though there were major flaws in the first game such as unbalanced matchmaking, broken characters, shit graphics, and the same boring gameplay. One of the most desired requests upon the community on Overwatch is to come out with more story-based gameplay. Throughout the years, the community was fed with cinematics of their favorite characters and their stories, which is what made people stick around and find out what is more to come for Overwatch. This is why Overwatch 2 was created initially. Overwatch 2 is what Overwatch 1 did not have. Story-based games, or that is what initially was advertised. And it was supposed to bring a whole new gameplay style that focused on PvE. Though that really fell apart quickly as the game did not change anything. That just gave us a massive update with graphics, 4 PvE missions, and the same old slop from Overwatch 1. Fans got deceived and disappointed, but from a big company like Blizzard, they did not care. They kept delaying said projects and ultimately dropped it. Fans kept around because there was no other competition until the viral game called Marvel Rivals came out. Marvel Rivals was everything that Overwatch was, but instead had characters from the Marvel Universe. This is combining two large fan bases, making the game blow up instantly, and making Overwatch look like an embarrassment. And what made things worse for Overwatch is that the developers at Marvel Rivals teased with PvE, monthly new characters, frequent cosmetics, and constant balancing updates. Blizzard was finally in the hot seat and needed to find a way to beat their competitor. So they finally got to work and they started making changes. They started releasing characters every 2 seasons, reworked competitive, introduced map voting, incorporated hero bans, which made the game feel so fresh again. Aaron Keller, the creator of Overwatch, well, not the creator, but the CEO, said that he never felt more excited until Marvel Rivals came out because that just pushed him to be better. While many hate it or many are addicted to it, this game will never die. It continues to live on as a staple in the gaming community. And personally, I could never leave this game as it puts me in the state of flow every kill I get and every heal bar I max out. Well, I mean, I guess that's my whole rant. Goodbye, gamers.